Hello and welcome to more Bound by Flame with me, Oni Black Mage, and I have to apologize. It turns out I was playing a bit and I didn't realize I was not recording. So I actually got a little bit of progress done off camera that I didn't realize I wasn't recording for. It wasn't too much. Mostly what I was doing was I was running around this open area. This is basically a very spread out, interconnected sort of pathway, fortress walls, basically right before Blackthorn's before the gate that Blackthorn's behind. We're trying to basically gather the remnants of our fallen forces, and what I did was I actually went ahead and found a group of prisoners and set them free. And what I was doing now is I was doing all that en route to finding Mathras. And I see Mathras, but couldn't really help him too much, so I'm mostly just doing a sweep around the area because there are quite a few chests. You probably noticed that I upgraded my armor a little bit. It has this like golden, white and golden sort of look on it, and it's easily the best armor I've seen so far. I'm choosing to keep this sword, but for the most part what I've been doing is mostly just exploring the area without any sort of additional aid. And let's see, I notice a lot of these side areas are completely blank, but they stink of boss fight later, so there's nothing too much on here actually. I'm still looking for my companions, but I think that once I start the main quest that I might actually have to find them, because they're all missing. I freed the remnants of some of the elves as well as some of the mercenaries, the Freeblades, like Buffalo and all them, but nope, nothing else. So I have to find my teammates, rescue them, starting with Mathras. But for myself, I was mostly fighting, and all the toughest enemies are here. Like the full-on ice spirits are all here. There are Deadwalker generals just walking around, and there are tormentors. So the people we've been fighting as bosses so far, the ice spirits, the tormentors, the Deadwalker generals, those are now regular encounters. So as you can imagine, it makes combat a little bit more challenging, but it also gives you plenty of practice. As you can see, ice spirits are actually, like, look how fast I just sawed through her. The problem I find though is, take a look at this experience here. The experience the ice spirit drops, despite it being such a significantly stronger enemy, is the same experience as like the spiders in the very first area, which I have a problem with. It's like, why? The scaling of experience in this game is rather poor, which is interesting because I think the scaling of difficulty is okay. By the way, I almost forgot to mention, this area over here has infinite enemies spawning due to this portal, so you can hang out here if you want to grind experience if you want, otherwise it's not really worth it. I think that's kind of why they did this. Also, ice spirits are really easy to interrupt with fire orb. Still need to get the timing down for her. But otherwise, yeah, it's like over here getting experience is mostly the only reason you'll be here. Otherwise you'll be here all day. You have to fight these guys in sequence. An archer, then a guy with a shield, then a guy with the cursed sword, and then a guy, and then the ice spirit, and then back again. It's tedious. I'm also overweight, so I can't run right now. And I'm seriously thinking of putting a spare point that I have into mule so I can give myself an extra encumbrance load and just run, because there's a lot of walking back and forth here. But yeah, you probably did miss around 20 minutes, I want to say, of me doing a quick lap around this area, in which case all there is just, all the open areas are just full of enemies, always at least full of one big guy. Like, see, there's a Deadwalker general just hanging around. They're all over. And after a while I'm like, you know what, if I'm going to stop and fight down every single one of these encounters, I'll be here so long. I'm just going to keep on running, and they don't chase you, by the way. So feel free to just keep on going. That's what I'm doing. So in a way, besides the rescuing of the prisoners, you didn't really miss much. Huh, interesting. So that won't actually let me climb down there. Looks like what I want to do is go to the opposite side. Given how I have to find Mathras first, that's probably what that first icon is over there. And I'm just going to keep on running. Whatever enemies are over here, just keep on running. Not worth fighting them. It's literally not worth the experience of fighting them. And these twisty pathways might look a little confusing. You get used to it. I just did a full lap. You'll get used to it. Yeah, and this door I need to apparently come back to later. Alright. I can sense the evil. This door is really evil. This door is too strong. Yeah, the elite soldier, basically. The elite soldier set is what I'm currently wearing. With the exception of, I want to say, the gauntlets, which I don't think I found. It's rather good, frankly. It has good resistances. Magic, I put a little bit of ice on there, increase my health a little bit. But yeah. I'm going to cut across here. Yeah, I freed some of the freeborn blades, and the rest of them are down south, behind the locked door, which I couldn't get to. But mostly, we're just about, believe it or not, we're done with this chapter, and I don't know what's beyond this. Because beyond this has got to be Blackfrost himself, because at this point it's like, we need a free companion, then we're going to hit Blackfrost. It's like, wow, really already? Okay. About 7, maybe almost 8 hours in.
Mathras, you're still alive.
It's like, Mathras, you're still alive? It's like, are you funny? It's like, I'm never technically dead. I'm immortal.
Though I did nearly have to change bodies. So here we are, a little closer to our goal. Of course, the next thing we must do is to find a way to dispose of Blackfrost's wives.
I kind of do like how this game forces me to have scenarios where I have to be teamed up with a particular member because of, not just reasons, because of plot. For example, the necromantic energy is too strong in this area for any of my human and elf friends. However, it's just right for Mathras, so it makes sense for Mathras to be my buddy in this, especially if he's going to be stronger. And like, you know, I need a stealth section, so I needed Relmar. You know? And I needed to solve some necromancy earlier, so that's why I had to take Edwin. So I don't mind the fact that it makes me take one of these guys who are going to be specialists.
Mathras,
My dear,
we need to talk.
what would you like best? Perhaps I should use...
I'm going to tell him to be more defensive, because I need these guys to be alive.
Defensively. You tend to rush in.
Finely observed.
Own it. Did you know all along that Edwin was really the...
Yes.
See, he did know that Edwin was the White Lady.
You may not believe it, but when she was a young girl amongst the White Lords, she liked to stroll around nearly
Funny.
naked.
How come you never said anything?
Oh, please.
Alright, so the spoiler's out in case you're playing this and you're going through yourself. Edwin is a White Lord the entire time. And you could choose to go along with her and her plot, but I chose to refuse her and stay human, and she basically tried to,
At that time, I found the company
basically ran away from me.
I had decided to move to an area as far away from anyone else as possible. As the desert climate, I lived there peacefully in my modest palace, for there were a dozen apprentice sorcerers who called themselves, though on reflection I should have slain them on the spot for having disturbed my peace, but I was rather bored, and their theft
Interesting.
intrigued me. I picked up their trail in a city a few
So
times
yeah,
along.
okay.
Are you talking about the Ice Lord?
Yes, of course. And though they weren't calling themselves...
So the White Lords basically became the Ice Lords, which is what I suspected.
Clearly, managing to steal
That's what I
from my
suspected.
library,
Not only because of their ambitions, but also knowledge, but quite frankly, they dress exactly alike, which was a big giveaway too.
Of course, with the passing of time and using my research,
So if you want to stick on the course that's correct, or at least correct from a moral perhaps point of view,
I should think those two reasons
actually
would be
there isn't
enough
much
to
morality
allow
to
the
it because
present
it's
here.
just
Your
different
capacity
motivations.
The intrusion in your body of an extraordinary... No,
Edwin actually never made clear what her motivations were. She just wanted the power of the demon, which is, I guess, similar to the power that the Ice Lords want for some reason. I'm not sure why, because she's a former, or is currently a White Lord, which they then became Ice Lords. So she never technically lied by saying she wasn't an Ice Lord, but she is a White Lord. So yeah, the Elite Soldier's helm, which looks nice, by the way. That's a really cool, draconic looking helm. I like that. The armor, as you can see, I put that little blue gem in there for ice resistance, because obviously everything here uses ice. Okay, go back to the Red Scribe's camp. Got it. That's the entrance, by the way, to Blackfrost domain, but it's guarded by this concubine over there, and she's immortal, apparently, until you kill her 3 sisters.
The concubine is keeping a pretty...
There is no hope of defeating the guardian.
Yeah, every time you jump down there, Mathras points that out. So she's basically immortal until you get rid of her 3 companion concubines. I'm only level 22 though. I really wonder. It's like, this can't be. There's got to be like another half of this game already. But given how long it took us to get just to Blackfrost, it's like I wonder how many other lords are there. Because let's think. Ah, you see how I was able to block her ice right there? You can do that. Be careful. So Mathras, of course, is shooting his own ice attacks, which I sometimes confuse. Yeah, see? You can even counterattack her ice attacks. It's very doable if you get the timing just right. Counterattack. There we go. It's tricky, but you can do it. Okay, you're down. Oh, come on, Mathras. You're already down? You're supposed to be the Lord of the Undead there. What Mathras will do, sometimes you see him shooting this little green energy at a monster. What he's basically doing is paralyzing it, and it won't attack you. In fact, I think he's basically mind controlling it, because sometimes I see him force that monster to take a swipe at his companions. So apparently Mathras can mind control other undead, which is kind of a nifty ability. Alright, so we're going to make our ways back to camp. Which is right over here, fortunately. All right. By the way, the guys in this room always respawn, usually. I actually never noticed that I missed this treasure over here. Nothing good then. And I think this just leads back to the other side of Blackfrost domain, yeah. Alright. Won't let me enter until I kill these guys. That's what's annoying. These guys over here always respawn. What's funny is that if you walk into the room and you do not see them, the game still thinks they've respawned. And here's a weird trick. If you move the camera away from their spawn point and then move it back in, they will have respawned. So basically, they respawn when you're not looking at them. All right, that ice does good knockdown, but it doesn't do much damage. At least he attacks frequently. Can't complain about that. Thank you, Mathras. Good backup, but good backup. Yeah, when he shoots a little green thing, he can control undead, which is kind of cool. What they basically had me do was, actually, let me see what they're gonna have me do. I got Mathras. Everybody say cool. So yeah, this is literally the remnants of everybody. It's like...
Captain, that concubine captured other freeborn blades.
Not yet.
You want me to...
No, you're the only one I can trust. Oh, shit.
The other nameless nobodies in our company. It's like, seriously, Buffalo? Like, at this point, our company's just you and me. Is this really a company anymore?
Greetings, Murder.
Can I have...
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a few, I think, maybe. I'm gonna buy these because it's cheaper to craft my mana potions, but I think it's also cheaper to buy health potions. Because it only takes 2 of each element to craft a mana potion, but it takes still around 8 or 10 to craft a health potion. So it's actually, I think, cheaper price-wise to buy a health potion and cheaper to buy the components for a mana potion. So yeah. You want to stock up on potions. Like I say, the only thing you want to spend your money on in this game is potions. Period.
I'm happy to see that you are still alive.
Sybil? Ranval?
Neither they nor your mercenary...
Alright, so I need to find Sybil and Ranval.
Which leads me to think...
Oh, nor your mercenary comrades. Who? I have mercenary comrades? Oh, that's right. That company that I'm allegedly the captain of that has no consequence to anything.
You shouldn't hesitate. Mathras doubtless spoke to you about the strange corruption in this place.
Do you know of a way to beat it?
I believe I have an idea. Yes. The corruption does not extend. These are exactly the same places as where the crystals with magical capability. If you can gather some, we will be able to make you a talisman that will let you...
Interesting.
Pulse the Dead Walker?
I doubt the lone talisman is powerful enough for that.
When he looks like that, it means he's trying to think.
I'm guessing those pillars were the ones that Relmar was pointing out that undead were avoiding. I guess that was a defense of the Elven City that didn't turn out to be as necessarily useful as they thought it would be. Or at the very least, maybe they should have put more of them around the castle. And it might have repelled the assault. It's like, you think if just having anti-undead crystals would be around, you think everybody would be equipping them. You think they would seriously line the walls
Not exactly this
with that sort of stuff.
When I can, I'll go see it.
Have you found...
I'm working. Let's change them. Can I do so?
No, thank you.
Alright, not too much of a conversationalist.
I need your... Let's change them.
Alright, see ya.
I'll be going.
Collect crystals to protect the camp. Okay. But I also need to find Sybil. Yep, and find Sybil. Apparently, Renko, our merchant black friend, is down in the sewers getting himself into trouble. So let's save Renko. It's like, come on, guy. Hopefully it's not too far. I mean, these sewers aren't very big, especially if you just stay on the main path. With all these golems running around, they are tedious. Hopefully between this quest and finding the others, I'll find enough for a level up. Something tells me that we're actually getting close to the end of the game, which is kind of weird to me. Like, I know this is a budget title, but man, for a game to be like... And I'm going to be generous and say like maybe there's 3 or 4 more hours of gameplay left. That basically makes this a 12 to 15 hour game. That, I think that it reminds me of South Park Stick of Truth. South Park Stick of Truth is a short game. Even doing everything, you will get through that game in about 10, 12 hours tops. That's about the length of this game too. So it's like, man. And that was a full retail price game too. Some people overlook that because they like the South Park license and they had a lot of fun, and there really were a lot of genuinely funny moments in that game. Even if you're not a fan of South Park, it's just the humor can translate well if you just have a type of snarky humor. The thing though is that this is a full retail release, and it costs, and you know, it only gets you about 10 hours, and they expect you, I think, to replay the game. Same thing in this one. It's a budget title, sure. It's only basically 40 bucks instead of the usual 60, so it is like $20 off normally, which is really nice. But still, man. And I think they expect you to play this game multiple times because of the different paths you can have, the human path and the demon path. And I will do that. But even then, it's only going to make this game around 16 hours, I want to say. Because I am sure I'm going to blaze through the second one. 16, maybe, and I'm going to be generous, maybe say 18 hours. But yeah. It's like, wow, that certainly is budget on time and money. Which, by the way, despite all that, I don't necessarily discount that, because at least they were aware. What would have been insulting is if they charged full $60 for this game and it was as short as it is. That would have been insulting. But the fact that it's a budget title, and some people are like, well, how come they didn't release it to $20? I'm like, alright, seriously, this isn't like as budget as, say, the Telltale games. The Telltale games are extremely low budget, and you can go through those very quickly, and those do not have that much replay value. Because the only things that change up are characters and cutscenes. The actual events don't really change. And those do deserve to be $20. But they are very, very finely done for the $20 you get, so it's a good ride. I think I can admit, I mean, it's not like it's a Ground Zeroes where it's roughly a 2 to 4 hour experience and they're charging you $30 for it, and you're mostly getting it again like South Park for the license that everybody likes. Where this is a new IP and they're trying something, you know, I don't necessarily blame Spiders. They made the smart move to be a budget, but how much budget I think is what a semantic some people are going to argue. I'm just glad they chose to be budget. And I will play this game multiple times. Or times, I say that, I'll play it one more time. I'll do the female path, and I'll go demon. Probably to romance one of the male characters, get that, as well as see what the demon-like path is like. So I'm going to play it from the completely opposite perspective. Instead of playing a human male, I'm going to play a demon female.
Vulcan, you saved my life.
There you go, Renko. At least he's in one piece.
What the hell I needed supplies.
Okay.
Bend down to collect.
Well, I mean, I don't blame him for being practical. But geez, you came down here with no protection, seriously?
Looks like all you've been collecting is shit.
Alright.
We're going. This place is waiting.
Oh, wait, we're not going to teleport back? I actually have to escort this guy? Oh. Escort quests are terrible, usually. Oh, actually, he's keeping up with me. Oh my gosh. An escort quest where the person actually matches your marching speed. Amazing. Point number 1, I like that. Good job. Now here's the next thing. Can he die in my deliverance of him to him? Because great, there are golems on the way now. Those were not there before. Oh, he can fight, huh? Whoa, actually, he could deal damage. He's dealing almost as much damage as I am. Wow, Renko, I'm impressed. Whoa, he is actually stun-locking this thing with me. Whoa, go Renko, go. Whoa, we just demolished that thing. Dang, Renko, you want to join the Freeborn Blades? You serious? I take that back. I knew all along, Renko, that you were the blacksmith for us. I knew all along that it was worth helping save your shop and bringing you along with us. Sorry about not giving you that elven hammer. I swear when I redo my next character, I'll do that. Wow, Renko. Wow, this is easily the best escort quest ever. It's short, the character can take care of themselves, and they move at the same pace you do. Wow. A good escort quest. How about that? You find the most amazing gems sometimes in strange places. Which, by the way, again, I'm perfectly okay with. Somebody actually replied to my comment earlier saying, why do some people only choose to play just the high-profile games and things like that? And I said because sometimes people have to, they only have enough time and budget to play just one game at a time, you know, and that's true. You have to be more prudent and discerning with your opinion and your selection, and that's fine. I 100% agree. But at the same time, at that same logic, why not play a game like this that does cost you less and does take less time to complete, so it's way more accommodating for a budget on both time and or money, and at the same time, it's pretty fun. So my point still stands, frankly. These games like this are still worth it. And if you're going to argue the bang for your buck, we can be here all day, because there are quite a few big budget games that do not deliver a bang for the buck that they charge. Or at least not for everybody. Your mileage always varies. Okay, so first things first, we need to go get some crystals from these crystal things, enough to safeguard the camp, as well as find Sybil. And, whoa, hello. Thank you for phasing through the wall there. At least you phased back. Man, look at that one-shot KO. I remember when you used to be a boss. Yes. Oh, missed the timing. It's somewhat precise, but at least it's good to know that you can do it. Mathras isn't bad. I'd still rather have Sybil, though. Oh, one of you. You're annoying. I wonder if the reason he's so tough is because I'm attacking him as a warrior. I wonder if I was attacking him as a ranger, if he'd be easier. Yes, thank you, Mathras, for stunning him. Thank you. Thank you. Whoa. That took him down quickly. Thank you, Mathras. Having that guy be stunned and lowering his guard, that really, really does help.
This really does stink.
Looks like there are crystals all over this area. That explains the weird pillars that I noticed earlier. The ones next to the portal were also strange too. See, look. Look, look. I'm drawing my sword, there's nobody here. Change the camera, they suddenly appear. See? I told you. That's a crazy, crazy graphical glitch there. And you can replay that too. Watch this video again, just replay it back about a few seconds. Yes! Stun him, Mathras, stun him. Nice crit. Good job. Normally this door over here is locked, but on my way through when I was doing the lap around, you can unlock it from the other side, which is, by the way, this area is where the other prisoners are. Where Buffalo and them are. The Elven soldiers. Like the 5 Elven soldiers that apparently survived. I don't see the Prince either. I don't think the Prince made it. I don't see the Elven Commander either. I don't think those guys made it. So, like I said, Edwin may have been a White Lord, but she was right. The elves were not worth wasting the time on. Darn, Mathras' mind control doesn't really work on the general. It's getting busy up in here. Alright, at least he's stun locking him. I think when he also does that little mind control thing, it lowers the defenses, because I notice they take a little bit more damage when he has them grab like that. So, kill the support. Get a little dicey in this corner here. You're done. Alright, then take care of you. Crit! Yes! Yes! Perfect time for a crit. See, those guys drop good experience. He dropped 1200. That's how much I expect to see enemies of this caliber right here. I'm not about to go farming for these guys though, because once they spawn all those other guys. So you're here for you know, a few minutes trying to go through that. And it's very easy to die. Not to mention how many potions you have to go through just to stay alive, keep up with them. It's really not that economical. You can't really farm in this game that easily. I guess it doesn't want you to. I think I'm gonna run a little longer just to make up for the fact that. Oh wait, there's somebody right over here. Oh. Okay, Sybil. I gotta rescue her. I was gonna pause right here, but I'm not going to. Sybil needs help.
That's Sybil calling. I have to go help her.
Gotta rescue my girl. At this time I expected there to be a heroic theme playing, but at this time I noticed this game's, one of the things it does not have, that I certainly can strike against it, is it doesn't have a very strong soundtrack. The soundtrack seems somewhat generic. There are no unique themes, there's no inspiring melodies. Some of the fight tracks, you know, they have a good rhythm to it, but they sound just very primal. Somewhat matches the tone, but at the same time, it's just none of the tracks in here are very memorable. They all seem very generic tracks. So it seems that we were somewhat budget with the music as well. I don't blame them, but at the same time, a little bit of music goes a long way in games like this. What's up, Sybil?
Vulcan,
Oh gosh, don't say that.
you came. Thank you.
Seriously, after Edwin left, you're like the only chance I have of
Sorry.
hooking up with anybody.
My
Because it ain't gonna be Mathras, that's for sure.
You're not dying here. Tell me what I can do.
I need medicine,
I hope it's not a special potion.
a bandage, something.
Man, so you can...
My strength is almost
Interesting,
gone.
okay.
I can't.
I will save you, Sybil. Are you serious? You could honestly choose to let her die there? Well, that's an interesting choice. I'm not gonna do that. I need a potion. Just one health potion is all you need. You seriously can't spare that? What would happen, though, if you didn't have a health potion on you, though? Would you have to let her die? That'd be terrible.
I thought I wouldn't make it. Thank you, Vulcan.
Don't mention it. I was just passing by.
Oh, you rogue.
How the hell did you get yourself into this mess?
After you disappeared, I got separated from the other survivors. 3 other scribes were with me, but we were attacked by one of the concubines. It was the Creator, one of Blackfrost's wives.
She let you go.
I wish she had. No, the other scribes threw themselves at her so I could escape. They gave their lives to save me. That goddamned piece of filth! I'm gonna make her pay!
I've never seen you this angry before. But there are other more urgent things.
It's like,
first.
yeesh. I
We
thought
should
you were a
leave
good
here.
girl, but I see you got a fire in you, too. So do I, for that matter.
She's coming back with me. Wait. for
Enemies
me.
in the distance like, you guys done talking over there? This is a no soliciting area. Alright, level up and Sybil. Let me get rid of these guys, because I apparently cannot pluck the crystals off this area until I at least clear the aggressive enemies out of the way. Nice. Okay. Gotta be quick. Yes, needed that crit. Yes, managed to hit her before she hit the ground. I don't know what that orb attack she just launched was, but that actually dealt decent damage. Okay, you're gone. You're all the way over there, so hopefully this will let me break combat and grab the crystals off this. This is not a very good spot to put a pillar. It's not doing anything against that portal, and I can't access it until I put my sword away, but it doesn't let you put your sword away unless you're out of combat. Oh wait, there's more crystals? Hold on, hold on, hold on. The marker's still there. Oh, I could just keep collecting crystals until it expires. Nice. This thing had 3 crystals. Last one only had 1. Alright, well, I'm going to pause here and we will pick it up next time. So thanks for watching more Bound by Flame with me. As usual, please leave a like and a comment if you can, and subscribe for more Bound by Flame videos as we wrap up this adventure. Thanks for watching. Bye.